on, baby.
I'll tell you what does have some meat on the bone. The NFL free agency period is about to kick off. We've got what's the legal tampering period? When does that start? Or is that
Monday?
It's next week.
Was it Monday?
Yeah,
Monday or Tuesday. So we'll see some deals start to trickle in. Certainly, I'm going to start as it pertains to the Patriots and the rumors surrounding the Patriots. I think
rumor
the most
has it. You didn't do it. There we go.
Sorry, rumor has it. Rumor has it.
That's good.
I think the most, I don't know, prominent or likely to happen is DeAndre Hopkins coming to the Patriots. That's picking up steam. Tits is shaking his head, but they're asking for a second round pick and a conditional round pick. To me, if he goes to the Patriots, that smells like a third round and a conditional fifth. That's what it smells like to me if the Patriots want to make that move. Hopkins went on the Pat McAfee show the other day and ended it with some what people are calling a veiled response to wherever I go, I'm going to do my job. Bill Belichick, do your job. You didn't hear that
Or
yet?
AKA, I don't give a shit where I play. I don't even like football. Just give me my money.
You fucking Hopkins hater. Good. So you're against the move.
I have nothing against DeAndre Hopkins. I just think, one, they're too similar in players to Parker. They're a similar player. Hopkins is better, but they're a similar player. And I'm just against bringing in a wide receiver whose best years are behind him and like giving up something real for it. I don't think that's something you do if we're trying to win now, and we don't have a team to win now. It's just going to be like to make them be like, average.
I have a question
I don't know.
for you, both of you. Bobby, you're on a cliff. On one hand is Joe Mazzulla. On the other hand is on DeAndre Hopkins. You can only save one of them. Which one you pulling up?
Hopkins.
Didn't even fucking hesitate. Secondly,
Yeah, absolutely Hopkins.
all right. Secondly,
Bring
I heard,
back I may.
I think that DeAndre Hopkins
Absolve him of
Dallas.
his sins.
Dallas is going to be the front runner to get him.
Maybe
They
if
need someone
give-
to pair up.
God.
They need someone to pair up with CD Lamb.
If they
and I
give
think
up
that would
more,
be
though,
perfect.
here's a little sneaky fact for you, too. The GM of the Cardinals worked for the Patriots for like 15 years or something under Belichick. He's a Belichick disciple, owes his career to him. So we've seen how those deals go.
So it's a 7th round pick now for Hopkins.
Everybody fucking talking
so
about
to
this
say.
basically is almost considering it a done deal, Patriots, getting Hopkins. But let me ask you this. You have to upgrade the wide receiver room. You have to do it. The
Absolutely.
free agency pool is nothing. Alan Lazard and Jacoby Myers top your free agency pool.
Yuck.
Yuck. The other trade, I haven't heard anybody else trying to move a trade. Adam Thielen got cut today. You want the 33-year-old that can't stay healthy? I'll take him. 74 catches for 700 yards last year. I'll put him in the slot. Sure, no problem. He's white. That works. But
Remember when him and Belichick got into it on the
Yeah,
sidelines?
not-
Belichick told him to go fuck off. Fuck you, Thielen.
yeah,
Yeah, he ain't coming here.
all that's a little bit overblown. I think people get over that when you gave him money. But either
Bill
way,
doesn't forget. That's
Look
not
at-
overblown.
whether they're going to be mediocre or not, Bobby, you can't make moves based on whether you're going to win the Super Bowl or not. So you have to upgrade the wide receiver room at this point in time. The only other option is drafting at that number 14 position in the first round, a wide receiver. And I would much rather draft a left tackle there based on the track record of the Patriots. So given that, or basically any other position other than wide receiver. So given that, DeAndre Hopkins, who 3 years ago was the best wide receiver in the league, doesn't sound that terrible, especially if it's a third round pick.
Well, you're not going to be able to draft a wide receiver or a tight end in the first round because we're going to have Lamar Jackson here. So that's null and voided. So I don't.
Fucking A. Okay, there you go, Ray. Bobby, just blink twice if I convinced you. Got it 2 times. Lamar Jackson to the
He did once.
Lamar Jackson to the Patriots. Jason, how do you pronounce his last name?
Lacombe.
Thank you. He came out and said that they should/would be in the running for Lamar Jackson after the Ravens put a conditional franchise tag on him, which basically means he can go out, test the market, and the Ravens have the right to match whatever offer he gets. And if they don't, they get 2 first-round picks. I've never seen any team do this, but this
We
is
did it. Patriots did it.
for who?
Matt Castle.
Is that right?
It wasn't 2 first-round picks, but I think it was like a 3rd round pick. He went to
I
the
don't know
Chiefs.
how do they decipher what the pick? Do the Ravens decide what the pick compensation
I
is?
think it goes by. I don't know how it all works out. I think it goes.
I think it
by,
probably goes by how long he's been in the league, how much he's played.
Actually, that's not true. They do it for they did it for Malcolm Butler. They do it for other guys, and if they get signed, that like they've gotten
Yeah, like the
a
tender
second round.
sheets. Yeah,
They
round
decide
tender.
what the tenure
Emmanuel
is.
Sanders did that with the Steelers when he went to the Broncos. He got exclusive franchise tag by the Steelers. They didn't match, and he went to the Broncos instead.
Okay, either way. So Lamar Jackson is out
Either
there,
Nice nugget.
and yeah, thank you, Ray. Well done.
Thank you.
You want a fucking cookie?
Kind of right now.
After the announcement, basically immediately, you had all the teams that people said would be interested and should be interested. The Dolphins, the Raiders, the Falcons, the Panthers, the Commanders came out and said, we're not interested. Ray, you started a show off with the NFL is colluding. The owners are colluding. That's called collusion, baby. That's called fucking collusion. They're not gonna, and I read 2 articles today said basically it's outright collusion. They're not going to give the Deshaun Watson deal. And I had this conversation with a buddy of mine the other day. There's only one Cleveland Browns in the NFL. There's only one team stupid enough to do that. So for Lamar Jackson to think that his market is based on Deshaun Watson's ridiculous contract, he's delusional. Everybody should be going off Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron
This
Rodgers,
is why he should have an agent, because his agent would tell him about this problem, but he doesn't have an agent, and he's just in his own head and thinking what's right, and this is what it's going to get him.
Better than Deshaun Watson, though. Why wouldn't you try to get the bang for it?
I just fucking told you, Ray, because there's the Cleveland Browns. They're delusional. No one's ever going to do that.
And that's why the
$280 million
owners hate
guaranteed.
I know.
For a guy that diddles fucking poor masseuse workers and hasn't played in 2 years.
He played this year.
Massage therapists.
Thank you. What did I say? Masseuse workers? I was
You're
trying
frazzled
to,
tonight. You
trying to,
sound like me.
I was trying to walk the line between sex workers and massage therapists, and
that's basically what they are to Deshaun Watson.
That's what he thinks. Yeah.
Back page.
I guess now you get 280 million guaranteed.
Yeah, it's the one thing him and Bob Kraft have in common.
Yeah,
how dare you?
That's the only reason he's not a Patriot. The bottom line, though, is that's why Lamar Jackson is in this space right now. It's also why the Patriots could legitimately be in on this, because that contract's not going to happen. So we just saw Daniel Jones get $40 million. Geno Smith get a ridiculous contract.
Who?
Geno Smith. Derek Carr is going to be making $35 a year. So if Lamar Jackson's market now has been dwindled down to the Ravens and a couple handful of teams at 45, like if the Patriots can read the market, and we know they can, that should not seem like an outrageous number for a top 10-7 quarterback in the league, which makes me think they may be in on it, but also they're not going to.
Would you think that they could get the deal done with the first and send Mac Jones to Baltimore?
Well, I think the compensation's already set per the league, so they'd have to give up 2 first-round picks, but they could trade Mac in a separate deal and try and recoup one of those
other draft
picks.
apps, or even some draft assets,
or even some more, like a second, a third, or fourth, whatever capital you want to get back.
Yeah. Now you live in Maryland. How excited would Commanders fans be to get fucking Lamar Jackson and be like, holy shit, Dan Snyder actually pulled this out of his ass. He might be doing right, blah, blah, blah. But yet
through the goddamn roof. The goddamn roof.
You'd be a Super Bowl favorite if you guys got Lamar Jackson down there.
Yeah, the interesting side of it is Ravens fans are kind of just whatever about Lamar Jackson, because they've seen him blow so many games.
Like they see the writing on the wall that they're like, yeah, we know he's gone.
They just know that they're not going to pay him that money. I think
they've seen the same thing happen with Flacco.
Yeah, they just
Flacco
paid a guy.
Stop it.
I just think. Look, I think Ravens fans, if Lamar Jackson goes somewhere else for $35 million or something, there, and they're going to be like, "What the fuck? Why'd you let him go for that?" But when he wants Deshaun Watson, everybody's saying no. So, if you ask me, he's going back to Baltimore. Whoever offers him a deal is going to offer him a market deal, and Baltimore's not going to be stupid enough to not match it. So, he'll go back to Baltimore.
Unless they see something and they know that they can address their quarterback need through the draft or free agency. Like maybe they are done. Maybe they're just like, hey, we're fucking done.
Maybe.
Or maybe Lamar's all pissed off he's not getting his way. If he gets franchise tagged and just won't re-sign after that, he'll play his season and then hit the open market, Kirk Cousins style.
Maybe. I don't know how that works. If
he can get tagged for 2 years and then he's free.
Yeah, but you have not a conditional. Because
if he gets half the season,
if he gets a contract offer from another team, the Ravens have to match it. Do they have to match the exact offer or just the money?
Exact offer.
So if he gets offered 6 years, then the Ravens.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just the money. Maybe it's just the money then.
I don't know the answer to that. Simple minds.
2 + 2 is 4.
Money's money. If he gets top of the market this year, he'll go back to the Ravens. I bet you. Do you want him on the Patriots, Bobby?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
100%.
Tell me what it looks like if he comes to the Patriots.
I think if he comes to the Patriots, it would, from a fan's perspective, I just think it would be incredibly exciting to watch Patriots games. Just the way the team has looked for so long, it's just a similar product with the exception of this year. You put Lamar on the Patriots, just a whole different offense. It's a whole different feel and a vibe. And I just think it would be incredibly exciting.
Raymond?
It's going to be a destination. You think DeAndre Hopkins would come over here for fucking? This would be the place you want to go. This is where free agents would want to go. Lamar Jackson's exciting. He thinks like the NFL. You know how you have those characters in the NFL that you just like. People are just like, yeah, I want to go play with this guy, like a Tom Brady-esque kind of guy. But he does it on a different level. He's like a Mike Vick. He's a superstar. People would want to come watch him come play.
Then why haven't the Ravens got anybody to come there and play with them?
Ravens never sign anybody. They just draft. That's all they do. They're like the Packers. They think that they could just draft and develop everybody.
They can't.
So now the Patriots are the ones that go out and bring in asshole diva players to play with Lamar Jackson.
But they're going to be one people that would come down for a discount and come play. I think
there's actually a pretty good history of the Patriots bringing in asshole divas.
Look, I think
Antonio Brown, Chad
Ochocinco.
Fair point. Look, it's not going to happen because they're not going to pay that money. But
why? We have the way of what, top 5 cap room right now?
Cap room, whatever. They're 31st in cash spending in the last 10 years because the Crafts don't spend.
Cheap-ass Kraft isn't going to pay that contract out.
Maybe and Kraft knows if I can spend money and get this guy that fucking wins so he can pass Shula and get him the fuck out of here, then I can have my succession plan come into fruition, then let's fucking do it. Go spend.
He's going to pass Shula anyway. The here's what it looks like. If they did do that and they spend that money, they're not spending it anywhere else. You're just going to have the Ravens in New England. They're not going to change their entire financial philosophy for Lamar Jackson. They're not. It's just not going to happen. They haven't done it since they bought the team in 1993. They run the team a certain way, like a business. They're not going to change overnight. They may spend a little bit more here and there. They're in the public eye now, so everybody's going to be looking at the books next year, so they might put a little money on the table. But they're not going to go over the next decade and be a top cash spender with Lamar Jackson at the helm and bringing in every top pass catcher for him moving forward like the Miami Dolphins. Is just not going to happen.
What if Gerard Mayo is the heir apparent and he's already had to talk with the Crafts and said, this is the guy I want to go moving forward with instead of Mac?
So now Gerard Mayo is going to move mountains down there?
I'm fucking saying.
Put your shirt back on. You're getting too fucking hot and feisty with this Lamar Jackson talk. It's not happening, right?
Bothered.
It's not
I want anyone but Mac right now.
Give me that Mac. Yeah. Give me that C. Give me that Captain C back from the Mac Jones fan club. You're out.
Thank you. I didn't want to be there anyway.
You're fucking out. Let's move on to some other rumors here before we get into the last one revolving around the Patriots somewhat. Jordan Poyer, for safety from the Bills, is not expected back. Neither a lot of people from the Bills, frankly. That quote unquote dynasty seems to be crumbling before them.
Weird.
Edmonds. I want them to sign Edmonds from the Bills. They're middle linebacker.
Okay, so whether it's Poyer or Edmonds, yeah, you got a twofold there. You're taking away from your division rival, and you're filling a need for you. You know, is everyone in agreement that McCourty should hang it up?
Yep,
100%. Oh God, he's toast. He got cooked game after game.
Yeah, so you need a safety. Ray, you and I have been talking about since they signed the guy. Jalen Mills feels like the right fit there. So, and they certainly need someone. They certainly need someone on that second level on the linebacker to be able to play in space. They tried it this year with Mac Wilson and McMillan. Those guys just aren't good enough. But they clearly had to change the philosophy to bring some speed in that part of the field. If Edmonds is your guy, then fine. I'm for it. But that's a resource to defense when certainly we know offense is a need, probably a bigger need. But I guess we're in for either one of those guys. Both? You tell me.
I think you could piece together safety much easier than you can piece together a linebacker. I think middle linebacker, you kind of need a guy. I think the Patriots are already used to kind of like rolling safeties through there. They kind of play like 4 or 5 safeties. So I think they can find a guy at just like a replacement level that's like a starter, but they have Duggar. He can't be the over-the-top guy, and they have Phillips and Peppers underneath. So they would just need the one over-the-top guy. I think you can find that simpler. But to get a guy like Edmonds who can go sideline to sideline, is big enough to stuff the run, I think that's exactly what they need.
Mills is that guy. I think Mills could be that guy over the top. And then address the need at
Mills, you're right.
The draft.
So you don't put a lot of stock in the fact they call McCourty the quarterback of the defense, and you calling the plays back there.
Nope.
I'm sure there's some value to it, but watching him on the field, he can't do it anymore. He can't run.
He's got the mind. He's got the mind for it. He just can't do it anymore with his legs.
Yeah.
Yep. It doesn't account for much when you know what's going to happen if you can't do anything about it.
Yep.
Okay, let's get into another juicy rumor outside of New England, although adjacent to them.
Right down I-95.
All but done, as it's been reported. Aaron Rodgers, the latest troubled child quarterback from Green Bay, coming to New York to play for the Jets, the New York Jets.
Where have we seen this before?
I don't know. Do you think we're about to see another dick pic to a reporter?
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
The Jets believe they are a quarterback away from the Super Bowl. Are they Aaron Rodgers away from the Super Bowl?
Nope.
Aaron Rodgers, if he goes to the Jets, will have a fucking meltdown because of all the media. He's used to the Packers like catering to him and all those like the fans and the media there. New York won't give a shit, and he'll have a meltdown after like the 3rd game.
If he farts the wrong way, the media will be down his throat. This guy will crumble. They're going to dig up so much shit on this guy from his probably darkness retreat and find out that he was jerking off.
There'll be those rumors from 10 years ago.
Something. Yeah. Oh, man.
Be like, Aaron,
fuck this guy. I love it.
Are you gay? There was this thing about you and like a staffer.
Yeah. It's so in his nature, just quit. Right? Like on the field, or just quit.
I don't think he'll quit. He'll demand a trade. He'll be like, I want out. I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't know if, whatever. Either way, he might just retire on the spot. They
like
look,
Antonio Brown. Just take
all of that's true, but does it make him better than the Patriots?
Nope. You know why?
If he plays to his potential, yes.
Nope, because they're the fucking Jets, the Jets, Jets. They will fuck this up somehow, some way, God willing. And you know what? They're still going to be the laughingstock of the AFC East.
Do they keep Zach Wilson in the locker room if Aaron Rodgers comes in? Because there's another shitstorm waiting to happen.
If I was Aaron Rodgers, I'd be like, I don't want that little douchebag in the same locker room as me. Get him out of here.
No fucking way. That'd be the best reality show right there. Those two, fucking hand in hand down.
Yeah, we would need that in Hard Knocks.
That'd be awesome. Awesome.
Oh, your daddy owns JetBlue, so you're just a corporate baby fuck.
Yeah. You got like two of the polar opposites of each other just going hand in. Oh man, that would make for must-see TV reality show. Please.
Capitalism's dead, man. You got to think beyond that.
Then Aaron Rodgers' ex-big titty girlfriend walks in. The witch. The hocus pocus on fucking Zach Wilson.
I think she's still stuck in Costa Rica or some Peru or Chile.
You're thinking of the horse, Giselle.
No. The witch got stuck somewhere on a goodness retreat. She was doing some Peace Corps.
And Rodgers bailed on her too, because that's what he does.
You don't remember that story? She gets stuck on top of a mountain, and she was like trying to call Aaron Rodgers to send some private jet or whatever, and he was just like ghosting her calls.
No, I'm good.
She's literally stuck in a jungle.
No, I didn't hear that. I'll have to Google that later.
Give that a Google, yeah. Aaron Rodgers' witch doctor girlfriend got stuck in a jungle helping Peace Corps people, and he just fucking ghosted him.
That guy is such a douchebag.
There's a leader. Speaking of leaders, Jimmy G, the quarterback carousel, Houston or Vegas or the Panthers. There's a real hot list for Jimmy G to think about, huh?
Ugh. I go to Vegas.
Gotta go to Vegas, right?
I guess out of those options, yeah.
What the fuck's up with Indy? Why isn't Indy like in any of these conversations to get a quarterback?
They got PTSD, man.
Guess so.
You got PTSD from Phillip Rivers to Matt Ryan to
Carson Wentz.
Like, they've tried it. How much money have they lost on their own quarterback carousel?
I wonder how much dead money is on their in their cap.
Fuck dead money. They probably paid them all up front in bonuses, and they're probably out. Hey Quentin,
hey, what's up, man?
He's all out of his Quaalude money.
I wonder what Andrew Luck thinks. He's like, sorry, guys.
Is he like something to do with the XFL now? Is he like helping out in the XFL, Andrew Luck?
I don't know. It'd be fucking awesome if he came and played quarterback the XFL, just threw for like 1 billion yards and touchdowns.
Like, why would he do that?
I'd actually
trying to
make
up for his dad.
Didn't
his dad try and do the last XFL?
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But I thought Andrew Luck had something to do with like the new XFL with The Rock.
I don't know. That'd be amazing though if he just went and played somewhere else. He was just awesome,
right?
He got paid $60,000 a year just to be fucking slinging 400
so weird
touchdowns.
When he just retired.
He got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
And like he's so smart, his brain. He's such a nerd, Stanford nerd. He's probably just like, I can't like risk my awesome brain.
God,
anymore.
like I can barely do algebra in the morning anymore. Fuck.
Yeah. My fucking Amish beard is getting all maxed up. Can't do the shit anymore. This was latest today. Matt Stafford on the trade block for the Rams.
What?
Interesting.
No thanks.
Trying to get
Who's going to trade for him?
That money.
They're so fucked over there in LA.
9 players I heard were the latest trade rumors for the Rams. All, obviously top end. I have yet to.
Who's the linebacker they just released too?
Former
Seahawk.
Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner.
Love the player. Too old. Like in Brady's day, like if this was 2015 or something, Bobby Wagner would be awesome to come to the Patriots.
Yeah,
that would be like the fit, but they just don't need that right now. Even though Judon tried to bring him here.
I think the NFL hates Judon because everybody
just fucking constantly tampering.
We're not going there.
Yeah,
it's not the tampering season yet,
man. Yeah, you guys stop that shit.
Twitter Tampa. Matt Stafford probably done. I don't think like what is his shoulder or elbow or back or all the above.
I thought it was his neck, or it could have been his back,
or
his pussy, or his crack,
Mm-hmm. If he was in Detroit, we would know. Any other rumors you've heard? Any more on the Ramsey to the Patriots? Because that's the one.
The what?
Really?
Oh, Ramsey. I saw that. I saw they were front runners. That's what I saw the other day.
Them Cowboys.
What are they saying would be the trade for Ramsey?
First and
player.
Fourth.
I wouldn't trade a first.
It'd be tough to give up the first.
He's only 27.
Maybe next year's first.
Well, yeah, that feels better. It's not this year.
Yeah.
Can you do 20, 25?
Yeah, exactly.
25?
Let's just procrastinate this shitty decision.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, whatever.
We'll just trade fucking Mac next year and get that first back.
Yeah, there we go.
Fucking Nikovich said that on his podcast that, you can trade Mac and get a first. I'm like, no, you can't. Mac Jones, you'd be lucky to get a 3rd or a 4th round pick for Mac Jones right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably at least in the 3rd.
I mean, the teams with the higher picks, like in the first round, like your 28s and 30s, those are the good teams with good quarterbacks. So they wouldn't trade Mac Jones for those. Teams that need quarterbacks have low first round picks.
Yeah. Well, look at the Bears. They're saying the Bears could make like history on draft night with all the trades they're about to do. Because they don't need a quarterback. They're going to roll Justin Fields. They say that they could end up with like 8 first-round draft picks in like the next 2 years because of all the trades they're about to do.
Who's the player that you would want to trade up to number 1 to get? There's nobody that good.
What's that kid? CJ McLeod from
CJ Stroud?
Stroud and
no,
Bryce Young.
He's not. Why would you leverage your future for him? The only 2 games he ever played that mattered in college, you get the shit kicked out of him each time.
No, I forgot Bobby's a Michigan guy.
Not only that, I just watched Big Ten football. Look at the receivers he had. At any point he had NFL receivers all around him, just like an Alabama quarterback.
Oh, so you say he's gonna be a bust? You should say he's gonna be like Mac Jones.
I didn't say he's gonna be like a bust, but I would.
He's gonna be like Mac Jones.
He's no generational talent. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't trade up for him.
How do you feel if they a lot of talk is being made of the Ohio State wide receiver, something Smith N-word, falling to 14?
Smith and Jigba?
I was hoping you were going to try to say it. I was thinking it the whole time. Like,
No, I'm going to say safe
name.
on that one.
Yeah. Chapter 1.
Smith N-word. Smith and Juba. Is that what it is?
I think he's a Patriots receiver because he's quicker than he is fast. Like he's the type of player. He's like your true slot, but he isn't small. And when I watched him in college, he was uncoverable. Like literally, he makes his move. He's out. He's open. He would be the guy that's always underneath. He's not like a linear athlete. He's not going to run fast, but in short bursts. Just for the comparison is a bad one to make, but like Julian Edelman, like in those short, quick, he's going to run in 10 yards and be in a spot. That's what he's going to do. And with like the Bill O'Brien offense, that's what they want. And theoretically, Tyquan Thornton's your over the top guy, and then they can complement each other. So he's a Patriots receiver.
Yeah, but Slay Bolden is like just wide open available.
And he's white.
No.
Are you comfortable with them taking that player at 14 as opposed to a mauling left tackle that's going to be there for the next decade?
Yes, because I think they could get I think in free agency, there's plenty of offensive linemen for them to get. And like offensive linemen, they just need to be solid. You don't need to have the best left tackle. You just need to have a left tackle that doesn't commit penalties and get run over. Like you just need to be like a solid B and you're good. But you need to have very good receivers. That's kind of like the difference. So I think in the way it shakes up this year, they could sign the offensive line. And I think, yes, to get that pick, yes, because I think he would be a player for 10 years. And I think for the Patriots, and if Mac Jones is going to be successful, that's a compatible fit.
I don't think so, because I think you're going to pay out the nose for an offensive lineman in the free agency. I think you're better off going in through the draft and getting an offensive lineman that you can have here on a nice rookie deal for 5 years and not have to pay out the nose for him. So
I don't know. You're going to pay out the nose for the wide receiver too. It's if they're going
to say, they're going to have to pay
left tackle, wide receiver, but cornerback is like they're all there.
But which one are we going to hit on better?
Well, Orlando Brown is out there, and if you're the top money guy for Orlando Brown, you're going to get him. So there's your line: Orlando Brown, Cole Strange, David Andrews, Owinu, and Trent Brown is a good line. As long as you don't have fucking Skinny Ray coaching them, that's a good line. And then from there, yeah, if you can go get talent, that's the only place I would be comfortable if they picked a wide receiver. If it was that guy at 14, fine. Like it should be enough talent that you can't miss. Other than that, fuck out of here with more second round wide receivers for the Patriots. They're just not that good.
It's so second round receivers and corners, they can't even come close. Pretty much everybody they draft in the second round's a bust. They should just trade that pick every year.
Yeah, they try to value that pick. They try to play the value game way too much.
With the Barmore a couple years ago.
He slipped because he was an asshole. I'm okay with him taking the asshole slips. Well, stay away from the injury slips.
Those are the best ones.
The asshole slips, I'm in.
Yeah.
The only real injury slip that worked out was Gronk, right? Like other than that,
Gronk. Yeah,
everyone else has been kind of fucking shitty.
You know who's another asshole slip? Hernandez.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I don't know if we want to say it worked out, but kind of.
I just said it was an asshole slip.
He was very good.
I have his autograph right there on that football. That's what's gonna pay off my house one day.
Yeah. No, his value is only going up.
Mm-hmm. He died.
Okay. Anything else? Any rumor has it to get off your chest?
Anyone but Zay Flowers. I don't trust anyone from BC to come on this team and make a difference. Everyone's saying Zay Flowers is the perfect Patriot. Nope, don't want him on my team.
And the only thing you know about him is he's from BC.
Yep. What is he gonna do? Bobby, you're a college football guy.
No, I don't need to hear any scouting report other than the fact he's from BC. Fuck him. He's out.
Yeah, fuck him. Out.
Okay. Quick break. Be right back.
How dare you? Bobby is a college football guy. He could.
I know, but I don't need to know. I don't need to know any more about Zay Flowers.
Keep it to myself.
Shave this shit.
We're on the break. You can tell us about Zay Flowers.
Fuck him. He's from BC.
Yeah,
boy,
so.
Bobby. Yeah.